Speaker. I am Billy Davis, and I'm running for Congress in the District 11. Listen to some of the remarks, and it reminded me when I was in the military. I always tried to do my best to follow the orders of those higher up. That worked very well until I got into a foxhole. Then I had to begin making decisions for myself. Some of the decisions I would have made may not have gone to the top and made them become satisfied with what I did. I'm a businessman. I've lived in the same house almost for 25 years. Traveled the world. I've hired or I've employed tens of thousands of people in America and in other countries. I'm a self-financing candidate, and I've pledged to give back my salary to those in uniform. I feel like we need to go back to some basic principles. And those principles are when our founding fathers put into effect Congress, they went to Washington to represent the people. They didn't go to Washington to represent Washington. They had the senators there that were appointed to argue with. If we don't begin at the lower house by individuals making some decisions on how they would vote, what they would do, not just for their district, but for our great country. This gathering today is not about the other candidates, nor I. It's about you. You get to decide who's going to represent you in Washington. You get to find out what is being done there through the candidate or through the elected official that's already in Washington. I keep hearing about this $20 trillion debt that we have. The only thing I can think about is, why would we want to go and give $1 trillion to a country that hates us? Why didn't you take the $1 trillion and apply it to the debt? I just don't understand some things. Where have we gone in America that we allow babies, unborn babies, not to have the same advantages that we have? Where have we gone in America when we don't take care of our vets? I'm a veteran. I did 2 tours in Vietnam. Thank you, sir. I believe that I can do a better job. I think I can do a better job because I do have the experience of running companies, maybe even running some small countries. At least I've been told that. I don't have all the answers, but I do know how to communicate with you guys. I know how to go to Bartow County and Cherokee County and Cobb and Fulton and say, what is it you want to tell me? I don't have to wait until an election year to get a letter in the mail from my congressman. I want to know every day what's taking place. You know, I do expect to go there. I wish Mr. Loudermilk the best, but I do expect to go there and serve with a Republican president next year. I want to be able to add what my years in business and as a citizen who has traveled the world knows about what we need here. We don't need to give all of our jobs to people that come into our country illegally. To my knowledge, I've never, ever, from the Carolinas to California, hired an illegal. If I knew it, it would not have lasted. And I've got just one more minute. Thank you for having me. I appreciate the work you've done. I have sat in this environment before. I'm a lifelong Republican since I was just a young lad. Just close with this. I asked my wife's uncle, incidentally my wife Billy, we both got the same name, staunch Democrat, my wife's uncle, and I said, Uncle Dan, this is when I was about 18, what's the difference in a Democrat and a Republican? And he said, we Democrats do all the work and the Republicans make all the money. And so I said, well, that's what I want to be, a Republican. I'm going to do my best to share some of the money with District 11. And, you know, selfishly, I'll bring back all the money that I can bring back to District 11. I'll fight the other counties to keep the money away from them. I'll give my salary to the people in uniform that need it more than I do. And I'm sick and tired, just sick and tired, of sending people to Washington. They tell us one thing here, and they go there and do something else. Remember, the only person that I have to answer to, besides my wife, is you. Thank you.